Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anna Fernandez. I'm an attorney in Miami, Florida, and I primarily practice family. So I do want to let you know that before I begin this video, because this video has to do with a traffic ticket. So this is based on personal experience. I literally just had a hearing right now and had my traffic ticket dismissed. I thought it was something that was worth putting on a video because it's important information for our community. So if you haven't done so already, check out my other video, my previous video on how to search for a traffic ticket. For more information, if you need to look for your traffic ticket online. But let's assume that you already have your traffic ticket already set for hearing, and you want to see all of the ways that you can possibly get this dismissed before having the hearing. Well, either way, there's always going to be a pre-trial conference that's issued or that's going to be scheduled before your traffic ticket hearing. There are exceptions if there is an accident. I don't believe that you are able to settle in a pre-trial conference, but let's, for purposes of this video, let's assume that your traffic ticket has to either do with speeding, improper license, no proof of registration, like one of those type of tickets where a police officer stops you and you don't have either the certain information that you're required to have, or there's some sort of violation as in accordance to the traffic rules, like speeding, running a stop sign, and that sort of thing. Well, if you received one of these traffic tickets, as long as it's not a felony, and it does qualify for traffic tickets that are non-criminal. So again, speeding, as long as it wasn't something that was like excessive speeding where it would be qualified for negligence, but you'll know if it's a non-criminal because it would be classified as a traffic ticket, and it would be a regular citation. There would be no arrest and that sort of thing. Let's assume you get this type of ticket. Now, every type of citation that qualifies under this needs to be tried within 180 days. This is so key because that's how I just got my traffic ticket dismissed. This was a traffic ticket that I received in December of 2021. Today is January 19th, I believe. So it's been well over 180 days. It's been over a year. So when I went to the hearing, as soon as I signed on, it was via Zoom, I got it dismissed. Now the special rule, and I'll include it in the comment section, is Florida Rule of Traffic Court 6.325. Again, 6.325. If you're not from Florida, there should be something similar to this. So just Google your state. Your county is also important, but Google your state and then put something like speedy trial infractions. So remember, this is not for a criminal traffic case. It would be for an infraction, and that would be running a stop sign, speeding, failure to show driver's license. In my case, it was failure to change address within 10 days of moving. Really random, but hey, it is what it is. Also, these type of cases can be dismissed prior, even if the 180 day time frame doesn't apply, if you correct whatever the citation or whatever reason you were cited for. Example, let's say you didn't have your registration at the time you were stopped. An easy way to avoid having to pay a citation or having the court find you, rule against you, is by correcting it and submitting a proof of your registration with the court. Once you do that at your pretrial, you could tell the court, hey, here's my registration, or I filed it with the court. Please dismiss my case, and the court will do it. They won't take it to trial, and end of story. You don't have to pay or go forward with court. Another one would be your insurance. Let's say you didn't have proof of insurance when you were stopped. You could get that dismissed at the pretrial conference if you show that you're up to date on your insurance. Registration, same thing. You can, if you don't have your registration at the time that you were stopped and you get a citation for not having valid or proof of registration, you could go ahead, file it with the court, and show the court, hey, I corrected this. Best time to do that is at the pretrial, because then, these type of cases, you will be cited for a pretrial where we briefly discussed this in my previous video, but I'll go ahead and I'll mention it in this one. Every type of citation gives you a pre-trial. You meet with a general magistrate or a judge that has the power to oversee the traffic citation. And at that point, they're going to tell you, hey, I have your, a record of your driving history. If there's no accident, if there's an accident, it's a different story. But for this video, let's assume it's just, basic citation. They look at your rap sheet and say, you're not a bad driver. This is your X ticket. I will settle, or I will offer you to, instead of moving forward with trial, to handle this matter, either you pay a lower fine, you do traffic school, or you either pay a lower fine or you do a traffic school. I highly recommend to always take it to trial, because you have the opportunity to speak with the officer. And if let's say the officer says, hey, no, I remember it clearly and we're going to go forward with trial, you could let the judge know at the time that you're called, say, look, you offered me this in pre-trial, you offered me XYZ, I want to take that and I don't want to move forward for trial. It's usually opened, the offer, so that's why it's worth taking it to trial. But something like insurance, registration, or in my case, in this case, when it has to do with not changing your driver's license, if you correct that issue, take care of it in your pre-trial, because you could just show the court. Sometimes they won't even require you to attend the pre-trial. You could just file it and they automatically dismiss it. It's happened to me. I think it was for Florida registration. It's happened to me more than once. But these are just some tips. I hope they've helped you. If you have any questions, like I said, I do practice primarily family law, so you could ask me anything with that. But if you have any general questions, go ahead, shoot them over to me, and I will try my best to answer them. And if I can't, I will point you in the right direction to someone who can. So again, Anna Fernandez, thank you very much. Have an awesome weekend.